I'm going to explain you Sir Smash 'em Up chapter number 1 stanza wise. So before I explain you, just look into the summary. In this poem, Sir Smash 'em Up, the poet Emile Victor Hugh tells about a clumsy man who not only create problems for himself but also make his host feel unhappy by damaging his number of things such as a cup, a chair, window, and expensive china plate, and for which the host asks him to leave the house. Now this poem is actually 9 stanza poem. The poem starts with when Sir Smash 'em Up reaches his host house. As it was afternoon, so the moment the host opens the door, he says, "Good afternoon, Sir Smash 'em Up," and invites him to get in. And after which he also offered him a cup of tea as he was having tea at that time, the moment Sir Smash 'em reached his home. He inquired him, he asked him how much sugar and milk he would like to take. And saying this, he said, "Now let me see. 2 lumps. 2 lumps means small cubes of sugar." I think the moment he was saying only, something happened. Good gracious me. Good gracious means something kind. This because you can see the exclamation mark. Something happened at that time. So in the first stanza, you see how Sir Smash 'em reached his host house and he's being offered a cup of tea. Before he would have that tea, something happened. In the second stanza, now see what happened. The silly thing slipped off your knee. Silly thing, maybe a cup of. And seeing it, Sir Smash 'em started apologizing. It is not mentioned here. Obviously, he would have said something, and for which you can see the host is saying, "Pray don't apologize, old chap." Means he said not to apologize. Don't feel sorry for it. It's a very trivial mishap. Trivial means unimportant, of not great value. So there's nothing to apologize. No need to feel sorry. It's okay. So clumsy of you. How absurd. So after saying these lines, the host, he took a hold. Now in the third stanza, the host says, "My dear Sir Smash 'em, not a word. No need to say. Okay, it's okay. No need to apologize a lot for such an unimportant thing. Now you better sit down and have another cup of tea. And now tell me about your brother." He wants to ask about his brother. You know, the one who broke it. He wants to ask about his brother who broke his head. So in the fourth stanza, he says, "Is the poor fellow still in bed?" Means, is the brother still unwell? And asking this, he said, "Okay, a chair, allow me, sir." So before Sir Smash 'em could have taken that chair, this host said, "Allow me, I can give you a chair." But Sir Smash 'em took the chair, and great Scott, at that time there was a nasty smash. What? Oh, not at all. The chair was old. So now Sir Smash 'em was confused. He was looking here and there. What happened? So the host says, "Okay, need not to worry. It was an old chair." And Queen Anne, or so we have been told, means he said, okay, this chair was being given by Queen Anne. This was being told by his forefathers. We have got at least a dozen more. So he said, "No need to worry about. We have a dozen of it. Just leave the pieces on the floor, and I want you to admire our view." So he said, "You don't worry about the pieces. You leave it on the floor, and you come and just have a view. Admire the view means look outside and see the beauty." In the sixth stanza, he says, "Come nearer to the window, do, and look how beautiful." So this host, he was simply just describing the beauty which he was able to see outside the window. So he wanted this man to just come and enjoy the beauty, to have a look. And at that moment, tat, tat, something again happened. You didn't see that it was shut. And I hope you're not badly cut. So what happened? This person, Sir Smash 'em, he banged into the window, and for which this host said, okay, you were not able to see that the window was shut. And then he said, I hope that you're not badly cut. After having a look at Sir Smasham, he felt at ease. Okay, he's not hurt. Not hurt. A fortunate, of course, it is a fortunate escape. Means you are a lucky person not to get any hurt. And it's really amazing that he did not have a single scrape. Means cut. And then he said, if you have finished your tea, I fancy means I think so that you will have a desire to see other things. So you do come along with me, I'll show you more things. In the next stanza he said, little things or two I have got, means he was simply saying, I don't have many things, I have little things, that china plate also, and that is also of worth, means of great value, and it is beautiful also. And there it goes. I trust it don't hurt you. And again what happened? This plate, it fell down. And instead of looking to the plate, this host, he was so cool and calm. He was saying, I trust it did not hurt your toes. When he was caring for his toes, I think so that it did not hurt your toes. I saw it. Actually, what happened? Your elbow brushed off the shell, and you have not done it deliberately. This person is simply want to comfort him, feel him at easy zone. Saying this, he said, of course, I have done the same myself. Means it was done by me also. It was just by mistake. Though he was getting irritated, he was not at all liking him, because by the time he has broken many of the things, and for which he said, and now my dear Mrs. Smasham, I surely don't intend to go. Means I'm sure that you don't want to go, but you have to. You must be off now. So you better come next time. I hope so that you will be very happy and you are very glad to see that porcelain, right? So in this way, you saw this clumsy person, Sir Smasham. Oh, he has broken so many things, but this host, he was quite cool and calm person and did not want him to feel that he has already broken so many things in his house. But at last, when the things were just getting irritable for him, he opened the door and asked Sir Smasham to leave his house, saying this, that he will be very glad to come again and see that beautiful problem. Now see the fill in the blanks related to this chapter. We are having dash, do take a cup. So we are having tea, do take a cup. See here in the second line, we are having tea. So clumsy of you. How absurd. And tell us all about your brother. Come nearer to the window. You do not see that it was shut? That china plate, yes, worth a lot. Your elbow brushed off the shell. So glad you're fond of porcelain. Now see the question answers. What was the speaker doing when Sir Smasham up arrived? What was the speaker? The speaker was having... What he was having? He was having a cup of tea. What happened? What had happened to Sir Smasham Up's brother? What happened to him? Sir Smasham Up's brother had broken his head, and the speaker was simply asking for his well-being. What happened when Sir Smasham was invited to admire the view? What happened at that time? So at that time when Sir Smasham was invited to admire the view, he did not realize that the window was shut up and smashed into the window. You must be off. Welcome again. So glad you're fond of porcelain. What can be said about the speaker's tone and intention in these lines? So this shows that the host was he was very angry and upset seeing the clumsy behavior of this person. And he just was feeling unpleasant and he wanted him to leave his home. He wanted him to go away. Do you think Sir Smash Him Up will visit the host again? Of course, I don't think so. He'll come again. As he understood, the speaker tone was unpleasant because he was a clumsy person, and with his clumsy behavior, nobody will definitely likes. So he was asked by his host to leave the house. Now see the appreciation here. List 5 pairs of rhyming words used in the poem. You have to simply pairs the rhyming words. The rhyming words you can see. See here, up and cup, see, me, knee, chap, mishap. So these are the rhyming words. You can see the rhyming words. You have to simply take out the 5 rhyming words.